Welcome to Calgary. We're ready to get underway here. With Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich.
Great to be here, Mike. Now let's meet the men in goal. For Washington, one of the very best in the league, Craig Billington. And in the other net, between the pipes, for Calgary, Roman Turek.
We're live in Calgary. Conroy plays it.
A game of cat and mouse right now as both teams are trying to feel each other out.
Rister. To Iginla. Loads it up and fires. He fires. Across right to Simon. Simon plays it into the corner. Wide of the mark. That shot's wide. Buzek races over to get it. Left side to Iginla. Scores! Goalie didn't have any help and he gives up the goal. And the Flames now have a hold of the lead.
Man, you see that bench? He even wowed his teammates with that one.
Draw in the neutral zone. Drop to Niedermeyer. Over to Bondra. Wrists it. Closes the mid on it. Sent to Konowalchuk. Washington likes playing at home. Very hard to beat here.
Home ice has treated them well thus far.
One times it to Kuchera. Shot. Touch pass to Miller. With a slap shot. Washington wants to draw even. Pass to Kristich. Feeds it along to Bechan. Covered up by Billington. Face-off to the left of the net. McCammon with the puck. Lets it rip. Cross ice to Bondra. Cross ice pass. Cross ice pass. Chased down by Libman. Gathered in by Lang. Slap shot. Covered up. Conroy faces off in his own zone. Over to Witt. Morris plays it into the corner. The Flames ruled offside. Calgary would love to have an insurance goal. One times it to Bugner. To the point. Cuts in. Touch pass to Berube. Feeds it across. Shot. Toe save. He covers it. Face off to the right of the net. Touch pass to Kristich. Unloads. Across left to Sloan. Feeds it across. The Capitals want a change. Rink wide to Miller. The Flames in the midst of a change. Billington covers it. Draw in the left circle. Conroy races over to get it. One times it to Savard. Calgary wants to put this one out of reach. Over to Simon. Pass a little off. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Iginla. Lines up and fires. Hit the post with the shot. Face off in the left circle. To Lang. Intercepted. Pass to Clark. Cross ice to Niedermeyer. Across left to Clark. Scores! Billington didn't have any help and he gives up the goal. The Capitals can ill afford to give up another goal.
Billington
Helpless there. Now, add insult to injury, he's going to have to go get his water bottle.
The draw at center ice. Pass to Clark. Cross ice pass. Shot. Rister. Across left to Bondra. Across right to Konowalchuk. Lang dumps it to the corner. Washington trailing. Shooting. Doesn't get through.
Great defensive effort there, Doc.
Check. Kuchera races back to get it. Cranks it. Cross ice to Halpern. Picked off. Rink wide to Metropolitan. Right side to Pettinger. Cross ice pass. Over to Metropolitan. Over to Pettinger. Pass to Berube. Sent into the corner. Pass to Pettinger. A shot. Feeds it across. Left side to Iginla. Feeds it across. Klee takes the puck. Rink wide to Iginla. Right side to Savard. With a shot. What a fantastic pad save. Passed up to Iginla. Over to Savard. Pass to Iginla. Loads it up and fires. Under 20 seconds remaining in the period. Calgary sets it up. Icing against Washington. Lang faces off in his own zone. Quick shot to Konowalchuk. That's the end of the first period. Calgary 2, the Capitals 0. Time for the start of the second period.
Calgary can force the action and really open things up with another goal.
Calgary 2, the Capitals 0. Cross ice to Savard. To Yager. Rink wide to Simon. Picked off. The drive. Covers it. McCammon faces off in his own zone. Over to Clark. Clark dumps it to the corner. Wide. Off the mark. The play is called back offside. Draw at center ice. Conroy controls the puck. Shoots it into the corner. He missed the net. Big shot. He won't allow it. Conroy chases it down. Cross ice to Iginla. The score! Iginla capitalizes on the breakaway. The Flames establishing control here.
Iginla, light on his feet on that play.
The Flames lead here. Left behind. Into the corner. Off target. Rink wide to Konowalchuk. Pass to Bondra. Bondra on the breakaway. Bondra with the slap shot to Niedermeyer. Gonchar starts it the other way. Cross ice pass. Bondra skates it all alone. He smothers it. Turek denying both the tough and easy shot tonight. Draw to the left of the net. Bejan races over to get it. Left behind. Calgary with the puck. A long blast. Kicked out. Pass to Kristich. Oh, here's a breakaway all by himself. Puck covered. Face off in the left circle. A shot. Tremendous pad save. He fires. Quick pass to Simon. Pass to Iginla. Play whistle dead. Penalty coming up. And Washington will be short-handed.
I don't blame him for hooking him, but if it's that obvious, you're going to get whistled. Their top-ranked penalty-killing unit have been really getting it done.
Washington penalty.
Face off in neutral ice.
68.
Moves it quickly to Witt. Witt shoots it to the corner. Just wide. Across left to Iginla. Witt dumps it to the corner. The play is called back offside. Face off at neutral ice. Over to Kuchera. Kuchera plays it into the corner. Shot sails wide. Hands it to Bechamp. They're whistled for offside. Face off in the neutral zone. to Lidman. Left side to Iginla. Nobody back on defense. Cross ice pass. Face off to the left of the net. One timed over to Witt. Into the corner. Karam's off the boards. That'll go wide of the cage. Just missed. Savard sets it up. Over to Bechan. Pass to Clark. Nobody home. The Flames with the extra skater. Back to touch it, and we'll have an icing against Washington. Face off in the left circle. Cross ice pass. Rockets one. Snag. Over to Berube. Up to Simon. The Flames change it up. Cross ice pass. The Capitals back to get it. Over to Yager. Cross ice to Simon. Across left to Zubras. Across right to Berube. One times it to Simon. Moves it quickly to Yager. The Capitals want to change lines. Over to Berube. The Flames change up the line. Fires a slapper. Quick pass to Berube. Face off in the left circle. Move across right to Konowalchuk. Big blast. Wide of the mark. Right side to Savard. Pass to Iginla. Calgary 3, the Capitals 0. Billington smothers it. Face off to the right of the net. One times it to Kuchera. Right side to Pettinger. The shot. Touch pass to Clark. Touch pass to Clark. Face off in the left circle. Bejan races over to get it. Over to Kristich. Into the corner to Sloan. Was he ever drilled?
Miller absolutely hammered out there.
Nigolishin and the Capitals are offside. Face off in the neutral zone. To Regier. Washington trails. Not much time left here. Crushed.
McCammon absolutely hammered out there.
Puts one on goal. And that'll do it for the second period. Calgary 3, the Capitals 0. All set for the start of the third period.
This is the situation which oftentimes brings out some ugliness from the losing team. We'll see what happens.
The Flames rescue the puck. Over to Yager. Conroy leading the rush. Billington smothers it. Draw to the left of the net. McCammon races over to get it. Lets it fly. Over to Konowalchuk. Over to Clark. Rink wide to Niedermeyer. Across right to Konowalchuk. Dumps it into the corner. Cross ice to Bondra. Up to Konowalchuk. Draw to the right of the net. Back to Iginla. Touch pass to Yager. Cross ice pass. The Flames leading. Intercepted by Conroy. The wrist shot. Right side to Simon. Pass to Simon. Up to Conroy. Cross ice pass. Cross ice to Yager. The Flames back to get it. Pass picked off by Conroy. Cross ice to Iginla. That one out of reach. To Simon. Won't get there. Sent to Yager. McCammon faces off in his own zone. Fires a slapper. Guides it on to Clark. To Clark. Rink wide to Konowalchuk. Taken by the Flames. Face off in the right circle. Pick Cross-ice pass. Nobody back. Here's a break. Scores! Kristich gets away from the defenders and stashes it.
Kristich looks like a man among boys on this scoring rush.
Calgary 3, the Capitals 1. One-timed over to Kuchera. With a shot, caught.
You've got to love the goalie that answered the challenge.
One-timed over to Metropolitan. Shooting. 2 on none. The Flame. He scores. Petrovicki with nothing but ice and the goalie in front of him, and he scores. The Flame establishing control here.
Coaches love it when their teams answer with a goal.
Face off in the neutral zone. McCammon with the puck. Rink wide to Niedermeyer. Fires a slapper. Over to Vondra. Scoring chance. Vondra with the shot. Face off to the left of the net. Conroy ahead with it. The slap shot. Cross ice to Iginla. Fires a slapper. Wrist shot. Over to Simon. Washington trails. Savard plays it into the corner. Not there. One-times it to Conroy. One-timed over to Savard. The Flames change up the line. Shoots it into the corner. Wide of the mark. Breakaway chance. The Flames want a change. With a slap shot. He won't get to it. Sent to Berube. Gathers it in. Face off in the left circle. Rockets one. Cross ice to Miller. They score! And this game is turning into a blowout. The draw at center ice. Picked up by Calgary. Cross ice pass. With a shot. Across right to Halpern. Over to Pettinger. Up to Petrovicki. The Flames with the lead. Lets it fly. Cross ice to Pettinger. Cross ice to Metropolitan. Fires the wrist shot. Nobody back on defense. The Flames. They score! Bejan had only the goalie to beat, and he did just that. The Capitals have to open things up.
What a terrific toe drag dipsy doodle and move by Bejan.
Face off in the neutral zone. One-timed over to Kuchera. To Konowalchuk. On goal. Covered up.
Number 53.
Face off to the right of the net. One-timed over to Witt. Witt starts it the other way. Left side to Yager. Across right to Simon. Left side to Iginla. Feeds it. Scores! They're on fire. The Flames score again.
Sometimes when it rains, it pours.
Washington trailing. McCammon races over to get it. The drive. He missed the net. Sent to Niedermeyer. Quick shot. Passes to Konowalchuk. Time almost up. Feeds it across. Feeds it across. Along to Niedermeyer. And that will do it. The Flames pull this one out.
Washington
Look like a youth hockey team tonight. They need to regroup and come out with more fire next game.
For Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emery, wishing you a pleasant good evening.
From the Calgary Flames, number 17, Chris Clare. The second star, from the Calgary Flames, number 1, Roman Turek. And the first star of the game, from the Calgary Flames, number 12,